Someone here, please save me. Help me. You killed my son. I hope a wild animal finds you and puts an end to you the same way you have put an end to my son.
When Anima arrived at the new village, her heart carried two heavy things, hope and fear. Back in the village she came from, life had ended before it even began. Her husband, on their wedding night, had died of a strange illness, one no healer could explain. Instead of mourning with her, the villagers turned against her. They whispered behind her back and pointed fingers at her. But it was the words of her mother-in-law that hurt her the most.
I know you killed my son. If you think fleeing this village will save you, you are wrong. I pray the spirits hunt you. I pray a wild animal finds you and puts an end to you, the same way you have put an end to my son.
Those words became a dark chant in Anima's mind, a song of blame she could not stop hearing. Hoping for peace, she traveled far. She arrived at a new village on the edge of a great, whispering forest and a wide, singing river. She stepped into the village square with a hopeful heart, ready to smile, ready to begin again. But the moment her feet touched the dusty earth, the whispers began. Only this time, they were not about her past, they were about her face.
Look at her, how beautiful she is.
The moon itself must have carved her features.
With this level of beauty, she will be taken next, I am sure of it.
I fear it.
Anima's smile faltered. Taken? Taken by who? Confused and anxious, she approached a kind-looking woman selling woven baskets.
Please, what are they whispering? What is wrong? Why is everyone looking at me?
The woman's eyes filled with a knowing sadness.
Oh, you are new here, aren't you? Do not let your heart be troubled. It is just that there is a rumor going around. You see, beautiful women in our village sometimes go missing. They vanish without a trace. The villagers believe it is the demons from the river. They say those demons steal beautiful women and force them to bear their children. But it is just a story to frighten children. Pay it no mind, my dear. You can relax and enjoy our beautiful village. But do remember this, never go near the river. No matter what you hear, no matter what you feel, stay away from the river.
Anima couldn't believe what she was hearing. For a moment, her hope for a smooth new beginning crumbled. But she decided it was just a silly village story. She would ignore it, work hard, and build a quiet, happy life. For a few weeks, she did just that. She planted a small garden behind the little hut she was given, made friends with the women of the village, helped grind millet, and even learned their songs.
Kruya kruya, krujen jen, kruya kruya, krujen jen, krujen jen, kruya kruya, krujen.
The village was peaceful, and nothing strange had happened. She began to feel as though this was truly the fresh start she needed, and that her mother-in-law's curse was behind her. Then, one night, as she lay on her mat trying to sleep, she heard it. A sound. It was music, but not from any drum or flute. It was a song without words, a melody that seemed woven from moonlight and flowing water. It curled through her window, sweet and sorrowful all at once, and it called to her. She sat up, her heart drumming. She covered her ears, buried her head in her pillow, but the song would not be silenced. It was a pull, a tender, aching call that seemed to come from the direction of the river. By morning, the melody was etched into her spirit. She could not eat, she could not think. Fear battled with a desperate need to understand. Why would a river call out to her? Finally, as the sun climbed high, Anima made a decision. She would go to the river just to see the source of the song, ignoring the warnings she had received from the villagers.
No matter what you hear, no matter what you feel, stay away from the river.
Secretly, she slipped away, following a narrow path through the dense green forest until the air grew cool and moist, and she heard the gentle rush of water. She stepped into the clearing by the riverbank, and her breath caught. It was the most magical place she had ever seen. The river was wide and calm, and flowers of impossible colors bloomed along its banks. The water looked peaceful, welcoming, and deeply, profoundly beautiful. It did not look like a place of demons. It looked like a place of healing. Without even realizing it, Anima kicked off her sandals. She stepped into the water. It was cool and silky against her skin. She waded in deeper, then began to swim, then float on her back, staring at the clear sky. For the first time since Kofi's death, the heavy weight on her soul lifted. She felt peace. She felt free. But just as she closed her eyes, soaking in the comfort, something happened. A strong, smooth hand shot out from the depths, wrapping firmly around her. Anima screamed, a sound of pure terror that echoed over the water.
Help me! Somebody please save me! Help
She
me!
kicked and thrashed, but the grip was like iron. No one came. And in that moment of absolute terror, her mother-in-law's curse roared back to life in her memory.
If you think fleeing this village will save you, you are wrong. I pray a wild animal finds you and puts an end to you, the same way you have put an end to my son.
Anima stopped fighting. She closed her eyes, waiting for the end. Down, down into the low depths she was dragged, deeper than she thought possible. The water pressure grew, the light faded, and her lungs burned. Then, suddenly, the violent pulling stopped. Everything became still. Anima realized with a shock that she could breathe. A sweet, cool air filled her lungs. Trembling, she opened her eyes. She was not in a demon's belly. She was in a world of wonder. She was standing in a city made of living coral, glowing with soft blues, pinks, and golds. Delicate towers spiraled upwards, and beautiful mermaid creatures, like living jewels, swam peacefully past. This was not a demon's world, it was a kingdom. And then, he finally revealed himself. The one who had brought her here. He was a merman, tall and graceful. His skin was the rich, warm brown of river clay in the sun. From the waist up, he was like the strongest and most handsome of men, and below, his body melted into a powerful, elegant tail. He looked at her not with menace, but with awe and a touch of sadness. Anima could only stare, her mind struggling between the beauty around her and the echoes of the curse that still chilled her blood. Was it salvation or doom? Anima fell to her knees.
Please pardon me. I know why you have brought me here. It is because I have been cursed. They said I killed my husband. And now you are the wild beast sent to punish me. But I swear to you by all that is good, I am innocent.
The merman drifted closer, bringing his eyes level with hers. They were not the eyes of a monster. They were filled with compassion.
Anima, I do not know of this curse you speak of. I do not know your past. But just a single look at you and I can tell you are innocent. I know a pure and honest heart when I see one. You are incapable of the evil you accuse yourself of.
Anima stared at him, stunned and unable to speak. A flicker of hope sparked in her chest.
My name is Hakim. I am brother to the River King. And I did not bring you here to punish you for a crime you did not commit.
Then why? Why have you brought me here against my will? Is it because of the rumors in the village? Is it true that you steal beautiful women from the surface and force them to bear your children?
Hakim's gaze faltered. He looked away in shame, unable to alter a word. He opened his mouth to speak, but before a sound could escape, the water around them stirred with new power. Another merman entered the chamber, and all others bowed low. This was the king. He was adorned with sharp pearls and a crown of black coral. His eyes fell on Anima, and a cruel smile spread across his face. He scanned her with possessiveness, not curiosity.
Well, who do we have here? Hakim, my dear brother, it seems you have finally brought me my new human bride. She is exquisite.
Anima's blood ran cold. She gasped in horror.
What are you waiting for? Get the maids to prepare her for the ceremony. Tonight she joins me. We have no time to waste.
Anima's heart turned to ice. The rumors were true after all. She was a captive. She turned frantic eyes to Hakim, silently pleading for him to speak or help her. But Hakim only stared at the coral floor, his jaw tight, saying nothing. Her hope shattered. She was taken by silent, sorrowful maids to a cage. As the watery kingdom buzzed with preparations, shell horns blowing, luminous jellyfish arranged like lanterns, Anima sat on a smooth stone and wept. After a time, a shadow fell across the entrance. It was Hakim. Anima wiped her tears, anger now burning through her fear.
You! I thought you were good. You seem to have a kind heart. But this is what you do? You sing your lion songs, you steal women from the land, and you deliver them to your tyrant brother?
Hakim flinched as if struck. He moved closer, his voice low and thick with pain.
I hate it. I don't find pleasure in any of this. But I do it to save my people.
To save your people? What do you even mean by that?
The truth is, our kingdom is dying. Years ago, a great sickness swept through our kingdom. It did not take lives, but it stole a future. It stole from our women the ability to bear children. Not a single child has been born in the deep river since. We are a fading people, Anima, a dying song.
What? That is terrible. But what does that have to do with stealing women from the land?
You see, we thought all hope was lost. And then a prophecy came from our ancient priestess.
It is not over for us. When the time is ripe, a chosen merman will find a chosen human. Their union would bear a child, and that child would break the curse, allowing life to flow back into our waters.
Oh, I think I know what is happening. So your brother became king and declared himself the chosen merman. And then he ordered you to bring him women from the surface in hopes of breaking the curse?
Yes, that's what happened. But he's doing it to save our kingdom.
Are you blind? Hakim, can you not see? You are not saving your kingdom. You are helping a cruel king steal innocent women for his own pleasure.
Do not speak that way about the king.
Open your eyes. Has any of these stolen women broken the curse, or do they simply disappear into his chambers while your people still weep for children?
His green eyes were wide, as if seeing a truth for the first time. The truth of her words crashed over him like a tidal wave. All these seasons, all the guilt he carried, the shame in the eyes of the women he brought, it was for nothing. His brother was not a savior, he was a thief, and Hakim had been his willing hands. A furious, quiet rage settled in Hakim's eyes. Anima saw the change. She reached a hand through the opening.
Please, Hakim, you are not your brother's hands. I can tell you have a good heart. Please, save me.
That evening, the festival of the new bride began. The kingdom glowed with cold light. The River King sat on his throne of whalebone, drinking deep from golden conch shells, laughing his booming, joyless laugh. Under the cover of celebration, Hakim returned to Anima's grotto. He dismissed the two attending maids. When they were alone, he placed his hands on the living coral. He closed his eyes, humming a low, resonant note. The coral shivered and retracted, creating an opening wide enough to pass through. He didn't hesitate. He took Anima's hand, his grip was firm and sure, and with a powerful surge of his tail, he shot upwards, pulling her with him. They raced past startled fish, through forests of kelp, towards the shimmering silver disk of the moon on the water's surface above. Behind them, a roar of fury shook the very water the king had seen. His rage was a cold current chasing them. They burst through the surface into the sweet, open night air. Anima gasped, clinging to Hakim as he swam swiftly to the riverbank. Anima wept, this time with relief.
Thank you for saving me. Thank you for your courage. I really thought it was over for me.
It is the first good thing I have done in a long time. I am only sorry for all the harm that came before.
But what will happen to you when you go back? Your brother will kill you. Am I wrong?
I know, but it is better to die with a clear conscience than to live as an accomplice to evil.
Hakim, if you have nothing but death waiting for you in the water, why go back? Stay here, on the land, with me. Dying won't save your kingdom, but living might help us find a way. Stay, at least for now.
Hakim looked from the vengeful river to Anima's earnest, hopeful face. He had lost his world, but here on the moonlit bank, he had found his conscience, and a woman who saw it. He nodded. The water droplets on his powerful copper and sapphire tail began to shimmer. The tail separated, reformed, and where there was once fin and scale, there were now two long, strong human legs. He stood on the riverbank, unsteady at first, as a man. Under the moonlight, he was breathtaking. He was the most beautiful man Anima had ever seen. Taking his hand, Anima led the once merman, now a man, away from the water's edge. They moved silently through the sleeping forest, towards the safety of her small hut, leaving the angry whispers of the river behind. But the king's fury was not so easily escaped. It simmered in the deep, and it promised a storm to come. Inside the hut, Anima let out a long, trembling breath.
We are safe now. Thank you again. And don't you worry. The villagers are just people. They pose no danger to you. You are a man now. No one will suspect a thing. Please, promise me you will not even think of returning to the river until we find a solution.
Hakim nodded, his forest green eyes scanning the simple human dwelling, the clay pots, the woven mats, the fire pit gone cold. It was strange, but with Anima there, it felt like a sanctuary. For a week, they lived in a quiet, hidden world. Anima kept him inside. She brought him food, spicy stews, and soft, warm bread.
This one is called jollof. Ghana jollof to be precise.
Wow.
She taught him the names of things: sunlight filtering through the window, rain drumming on the thatched roof, the scent of earth after a shower. In return, Hakim spoke. He told her of his childhood in the luminous depths, riding the gentle currents with his friends, and the brilliant, singing crystals that lit their halls before the great sadness the curse fell. His voice was like the river itself, flowing with memories of a joyful world now shadowed. Anima shared her own story, her words a release of poison she had carried for so long. She spoke of Kofi, his kind smile, the sudden, cruel fever that took him, and the wall of blame that rose after. She spoke of her mother-in-law's bitter curse, which had haunted her every step. As they shared their sorrows and their dreams, a deep comfort grew between them. They were two lost souls, one from the land and one from the water, who understood each other's loneliness perfectly. A connection blossomed, quiet and strong, as if their hearts had recognized a familiar friend from a long-forgotten tale. But their fragile peace was shattered one morning, just as dawn tinged the sky pink. A fierce, urgent knocking shook Anima's door. Not a friendly tap, but a demanding boom that spoke of many hands. Her blood ran cold. She and Hakim exchanged a look of pure alarm. Pulling her shawl around her, she opened the door a crack. A crowd had gathered. Dozens of villagers, their faces a mix of anger, fear, and burning curiosity. At the front stood Adais, the basket weaver who had first warned Anima.
Anima, you vanished for days. No missing woman has ever returned to our village after vanishing. Yet here you are, unharmed. Where were you? Where were you, Anima? Tell us.
I got lost in the forest. And I don't know what happened.
Do not lie, Mumi saw you. She saw you return from the direction of the river last week. With a strange man, a man who shines like the water at noon. Have you brought a river demon among us, to finish all of us for good? Bring him out. Show us this demon.
That is a lie. I have brought no water demon to this village. The man inside my heart is my dear husband. He has traveled far to be with me. Husband, we have heard the rumors from the traders. Your husband died. You have no husband.
Just then, Hakim stepped out to stand beside her. The crowd fell silent, then erupted in hushed, awed whispers. Hakim stood tall. In the morning light, his beauty was indeed otherworldly. His skin held a subtle, healthy glow, his eyes were too deep a green, and his features were carved with a perfection not often seen.
Leave her alone. I am Hakim, I am Anima's husband. I have come from a land beyond the great mountains to find her.
See? Look how ethereal and perfect he looks. How can you tell us that this man is one of us? He is no ordinary man. He is surely a river demon.
One by one, villagers bent and picked up stones from the ground. The threat hung in the air, sharp and deadly.
We will not let our families be harmed. We end this now.
Terror surged through Anima. Without thinking, she stepped directly in front of Hakim, shielding him with her body.
Stop, please. He's my husband. And I'm carrying his child. Yes, that's right. I'm pregnant with his child. Are you going to stone a father and kill an unborn baby because of your fear?
Wait. Let us think. What if the girl speaks the truth? What if this man is simply blessed by the ancestors to look so striking? Would we stain our hands with the blood of an innocent family?
The truth is, he has done no harm. We would carry a great evil if we hurt them and they are innocent. There is one way to know for sure. You say you are with child. But we all know the old tales. The blood of a river demon and the blood of a human cannot mix. It is impossible for a child to grow from such a union. If he is what we fear he is, you cannot be pregnant. Our herbalist Mama Nalo is away visiting her family. She returns in a few weeks. When she comes back, she will examine you, Anima. She will tell us if there is life in your womb or not. But until then, you will not leave this hut. You will not take one step beyond this compound. The village will watch. If you try to flee, we will know your guilt.
We agree we will wait for Mama Nalo. We won't try to escape. We have nothing to hide.
The villagers, somewhat appeased but still watchful, began to disperse. Anima and Hakim retreated inside. With the eyes of the village pressing against the walls, Anima's courage finally cracked. The king's wrath was in the river. The villagers' fear was on the shore. They were trapped between two worlds, both wanting to destroy them.
I am so sorry, Hakim. I thought bringing you to land would be a sanctuary. I only wanted to keep you safe from your brother, but I have led you into another trap. The danger here is just as real as the one in the river. Please forgive me.
Anima, look at me. In the river, I was already a dead man, either by my brother's wrath or by my own shame. You did not lead me to danger. You showed me what it means to be brave. Whatever happens now, I face it with a clean heart. This is not your fault.
His words were a balm, but the terror of the coming day was a thorn vine around her heart. The herbalist would come, touch her belly, and find no life there. The lie would be exposed. Hakim would be seen as a demon, and she his accomplice. However, not all hope was lost. One evening, as Anima sat by the fire still buried in fear, a thought crossed her mind. Her mind raced over everything Hakim had told her in the river. A chosen merman, a chosen human, a child to break the curse. The words circled in her head like birds seeking a perch. Suddenly, she went very still. The pieces, scattered by fear, began to drift together. She turned to Hakim, her eyes wide in the firelight.
Hakim, the prophecy your priestess spoke of, what if we misunderstood its path? What if it's about a true connection?
What are you talking about, Anima? I don't think I understand you.
I don't know about you, but I feel a connection between us. I don't think us meeting was just a coincidence. I mean, we have nothing to lose, right? What if we try to have a child? For real. They are going to harm both of us anyway if we just stay here and do nothing.
Hakim stared at her, stunned. The idea was so vast, so terrifying in its hope, that he could not grasp it.
Anima, I don't know. I am just my brother's shadow. I cannot be a chosen one. We may not succeed.
But what if you are? I don't care whether we succeed or not. I just want us to try. Our lives are at stake, Hakim. If there is even the smallest chance that the prophecy points to us, should we not embrace it?
The air between them hummed with the unspoken truth they had both felt but feared to name. The profound comfort, the understanding that ran deeper than words. The connection that had felt predestined from the moment their eyes met in the choral chamber. He saw not just hope in her eyes, but a love for him that reflected his own growing affection. That night, in the quiet hut guarded by fear, they chose faith. They came together not in desperation, but in a tender, solemn union. When morning came, a subtle change had settled over Anima. The heavy cloak of her past griefs felt lighter, as if washed clean by a gentle, internal tide. A quiet joy, fragile but real, bloomed in her heart. She looked at Hakim sleeping peacefully beside her and knew, with certainty, that their meeting was no accident. Fate, in its mysterious wisdom, had woven their painful paths together for a reason. For Hakim, waking was a revelation. He looked at Anima and felt a love so profound, it was like discovering a new ocean within himself. Never, in all his years in the River Kingdom, had he imagined such a bond with a human. A few weeks passed, and the looming visit of the herbalist cast a long shadow. Now, with the seed of a new life possibly within her, and a love for Hakim, Anima's fear transformed. It was no longer just fear for herself, but a crushing dread of losing him.
Hakim, I'm scared. They will be coming soon. But what if they are just bent on harming you? I cannot bear to see them hurt you. Perhaps we should try to escape, find a new village, a new forest, somewhere no one knows us.
Hakim saw the terror in her eyes, a terror born of love. He would follow her anywhere.
All right, we'll try.
That night, under a moonless sky, they gathered a few belongings. Peering through the window, the compound seemed still. Holding hands, they silently slipped out of the hut, stepping onto the soft earth. They had taken only 3 steps. Torches flared to life around them. The villagers emerged from the shadows they had never stopped watching, and at their center stood Mama Nalo, the herbalist, returned early. She was an elderly woman with eyes that missed nothing, her face lined with wisdom and stern judgment. Adaize stepped forward, her expression one of deep disappointment.
Trying to flee? If your story was true, Anima, why run? The truth has a way of finding you.
Anima's legs gave way, but Hakim held her upright, his arm around her. She wept, believing it was truly over. They had been caught in their doubt, and now all would be lost.
Bring her inside. We have no time to waste.
In the hut, the villagers crowded around. Anima lay on her mat, trembling as the old woman knelt beside her. Mama Nalo's hands were dry and cool. She closed her eyes, her fingers pressing gently on Anima's abdomen. She hummed a low ancient tune. The hut was so silent they could hear the distant river. Minutes stretched like years. Then, Mama Nalo's eyes flew open. She looked not at Anima's belly, but into her eyes, then at Hakim, then at the watching villagers. A look of utter shock transformed her stern face into one of awe.
This woman is with child. But she does not carry a common child. This is a child of destiny. This child is a bridge, a promise. It is meant for something far greater than any of us can understand. You will lay no hand on this woman or on this man. You will offer them no harm, only respect. To harm them is to curse our own future.
The silence that followed was profound. Then, it broke into a wave of murmurs, shame, wonder, apology. The villagers, who had come with stones in their hearts, now looked at Anima and Hakim with new eyes. They dispersed into the night, whispering of the miracle. Alone again, Anima and Hakim clung to each other, tears of joy and relief washing their faces. The impossible had happened. The prophecy was not just a story, it was alive, growing within her. Their love had made it real. In time, Anima gave birth to a beautiful boy. He had his father's deep green, knowing eyes and his mother's warm smile. When he laughed, it sounded like the tinkling of clear water over stones. He was named Bahari, which means of the sea. The villagers, now full of reverence, brought gifts and blessings, celebrating the extraordinary child in their midst. But Anima and Hakim knew their journey was not complete. The curse in the river kingdom remained. Their child was the key, and a lock waited to be turned. One morning, when the wind was strong and smiling, they wrapped him close and walked to the riverbank. This time, they did not sneak, they walked with purpose. Holding their son, Hakim and Anima waded into the water. The water welcomed them. As they submerged, Hakim's legs became his powerful tail once more, and a bubble of air enveloped Anima and Bahari, allowing them to breathe. They descended into the familiar, gloomy depths of the kingdom. The court was as they left it joyless, tense. The River King lounged on his throne, his expression bored and cruel. When he saw Hakim, his eyes lit with malice. But then he saw the child in Anima's arms, and he froze. Hakim did not wait. His voice, once hesitant, now rang through the coral halls with the authority of truth.
Brother, your reign of lies ends today. You claim to be the chosen one and harmed innocent women. You brought only sorrow. But the true chosen ones found each other not by force but by fate. This is Anima. And this is Bahari, our son, the child of the prophecy.
The ancient priestess, a venerable mermaid with a tail like silver mist, swam forward urgently. She took Bahari into her arms. The child did not cry. He reached out and touched her wrinkled cheek. A pulse of soft golden light emanated from the touch, washing through the water.
It is true. This is the child of destiny. The curse is broken. Life returns to us.
The kingdom erupted in a symphony of joyful clicks, songs, and weeping. The River King shrank on his throne, his power evaporating like sea foam. Overwhelmed with shame, he bowed his head.
I have been a fool, a selfish, blind fool. The throne, it is yours, Hakim. You are the true king. No, brother, I am no king. My kingdom is with Anima and Bahari. I choose to return to land, live with my family. The river needs a strong ruler, and you are that. What it needs more is a wise and remorseful one. Rule justly, rule kindly. But know this, if you ever bring harm to our people or the surface world again, I will return, and I'll make you face the consequences.
Anima, Hakim, and Bahari returned to the village, not as suspects, but as honored guardians of a fragile peace between two worlds. They built a house not far from the river, where the song of the water could always be heard. And their son, Bahari, grew up cherished by both worlds. He could swim with the merfolk, listening to their ancient stories, and run with the village children, teaching them the secrets of the river currents. Anima's mother-in-law's curse was forever silenced, drowned out by a love that had bridged worlds and born a miracle. They sang a new song, one of healing, hope, and a love as deep and endless as the sea itself.